and welcome to Intermediate Accounting. Are you ready for the grand adventure? Because that's what studying Intermediate Accounting works out to be. My name is Lynette, and that's what you should call me. 10 and 2410, so we have some time to spend together. Let me give you some contact information. I've left you with a work and home phone number on the syllabus, and you're welcome to call me on either one of those, though I am an early to bed, early to rise type, so no calls after 9 p.m., please. You can also find me in BB 330M on the Redwood campus. My consultation hours this semester are Monday and Wednesday, 9 to 9:50, Tuesday, Thursday, 11:20 to 12:10, and Friday by appointment. Though you can make an appointment any day, and I'd be happy to come in and meet you. A really great way to get a hold of me is via email. I check it 2 or 3 times on most days, so feel free to contact me. So, as we begin our grand adventure, let me point out the prerequisite for this class was Accounting 1120 with a grade of C- or higher. You need that in order to have the skills to be able to pass this class. We'll be using an intermediate accounting book, the 8th edition, and it's by Spiceland, Seppi, and Nilsson, published by McGraw-Hill. And we'll also be using a Connect Access code. You can get them bundled from the bookstore. I know the book was expensive, and I apologize for that. But the good news is it meets the requirements for Accounting 2410 as well. There's nothing else you need to buy. We have a lab available for you to use. You can check your answers and get help for assigned problems in the accounting lab. It's in room BB118, and the hours are Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. That's a great amount of time. And Friday from 7 to 1. The accounting lab's a great resource. You can also get free tutoring there. And it's better to not, look at that. It's better to not wait till you're behind, but to set up the free tutoring as early as you need it. Tutoring hours vary by semester, so do the lab hours a little bit, and for that matter, so do my consultation hours. So check whatever syllabus I've given you, and I'm sure that that will be current. Dropping down a little bit. The only thing I have to say about the course description is you should put this on pause and read things that I skip over. They're important, but I want to keep this short. But this is the first of a 2-series intermediate accounting class. And then you can read about our topics. This course is offered in both an on-site and online format. The fact of the matter is the website that you have is strong enough that you can take the class totally online, and I also use it in my on-site courses, so they have some good support available. They use various learning procedures in this course and learning experiences. I use adaptive technology, class discussions. If you're online, that happens through media that I create. I call them podcasts because I don't know what else to call them. And an on-site class will do homework problem solving on a peer-to-peer level in groups. On-site students have media and adaptive learning exercises that must be completed prior to class, and it's essential that you do that so that we can have discussions on a higher level. Online students have that same media, and they should complete that prior to attempting their homework. Both classes follow a common course schedule that uses a read, a watch, and a do approach. I use this on all my classes, and I love it. The read, watch, and do approach has you read a small amount from the book, watch related media that I have made myself, and then do adaptive learning quizzes and homework problems. That's what I mean by read, watch, and do. In the course evaluation, 20% of your grade will come from tests, including the final. It's included in that. And homework. Got that wrong, didn't I? And 80% will come from tests, including the final. So the final's weighted the same as all tests. So not all points are created equally. Dropping down. Here's a course grading scheme. Course grades are calculated using this weighting. And I also post to Canvas, and Canvas should show your grade at all times. I do give pluses and minuses, and you need to know from the beginning that you must score at least 50% on the final exam to be eligible to pass the course. Grades are assigned on these percentages, as we already mentioned. Let's move on to homework. Homework is an integral part of the learning process in accounting. You learn accounting by reading about it and then by doing it. All of your homework is submitted on Connect or Canvas. Some of it you do by hand and upload, and some of it you do using the homework management system. You're encouraged to do your homework on time. The due dates are shown on the course schedule and on Canvas. It's due at 11:59 p.m. on the date posted. And I do accept late homework, but right at 12 o'clock, it starts tagging you with a 10% per day penalty. You can turn homework right up until we take the chapter test that relates to that homework, and then no homework is accepted after that time. The reason for that is I like to keep the gradebook up to date, and I update it after each test. Besides having homework, you have Learn Smart assignments, and this is your adaptive learning technique the book uses. It's on Connect, and you get graded on these based on completeness, not accuracy. They're set to deliver 15 minutes worth of questions on something you should have just read. But if you miss all the questions, it delivers more than that. If you get them right, it backs off, so it adapts to how you're doing. On-site students must complete these before class because I like to have discussions that assume you're that prepared for class. And I encourage online students to complete these prior to attempting the homework. These make up about 10% of your grade, so be sure you get these done. You need to do Learn Smart by the due date. Although I accept homework late, no Learn Smart points are awarded after the due date. There's lots of media in this class, and the media are podcasts that have been created by me to help you have a mastery of accounting. If you're an online student, I feel like you need to have a little bit of face-to-face time, and so the media demonstrates problem solving, and I try to keep it short. I made them, and I'm not a professional. I try to be amusing at student requests, but there is no plot and the storyline is dry. I try to be amusing, but I don't know that I pull it off. Occasionally my phone rings and dog barks, so maybe you can hear construction in the background. There's construction on campus today. So sometimes these things happen. I can't edit them out, but the good news is I didn't get paid a dime for making them. They're free. It's a gift from me to you. I hope that you think that they're worthwhile if you don't think they're professional. I don't grade media assignments, nor do I put due dates on them because I want them to be available for the whole semester. I think you should take the time to watch them. You'll find them useful. Moving on to exams. We have several chapter exams and a comprehensive final. Chapter exams are on Connect. They're due at 11:59 on the date posted. You can take them late, but they're subject to that 10% penalty, and it doesn't shut off the fact that homework's due the day the test was due. The finals administered in the Distance Learning Center for online students, or proctored for out-of-area students, and in the classroom for on-site students. And remember that 50% rule. Got to get 50% on it. Let's speak a little of the daily schedule. This is my favorite piece of information that I give to you. This daily schedule's available on the Canvas homepage. It's also delivered to you if I make any changes, and it lists everything that is required of you, and it chunks the semester in what should be read, watched, and done by day. It's bite-sized pieces. So you open the chapter and you know what few pages you have to read, and you know what media goes with it, and you know what homework. lists all assignments, and it pretty much mirrors Connect as far as assignments go, but it has the added benefit of linking your reading and your media and your assignments together by day, so you can see everything that needs to be done in really a 2-day block. It also includes some really helpful hints on how to be successful in this very challenging course. I've spoken of Connect. That's where you do all of your homework, and it comes with the textbook. Homework, media, and tests are all completed on the Connect website, and lots of times I have you submit some homework, upload it on Connect. Connect and Canvas are paired, and what this means is you must access Connect through the Canvas module link every single time that you complete any assignment in order to receive credit for it. If you don't do that, it doesn't transfer to the gradebook. Go ahead and finish reading this section. I'm going to move on in the interest of time. On Connect, I have a practice area set up for every chapter. Completing it is optional, but I think you'll find it very beneficial. There are narrated PowerPoints, and if you're an online student, you might like to have that as a lecture. There are several practice guided questions where an author actually works you through some exercises, some of which are assigned. And there's also a practice test that you can take just before you take the regular test for the chapter or chapters. The practice test questions are different than the actual questions on the test. Of course they are, but the topics are the same. We do have an e-portfolio assignment in this class, and you'll be given information on how to complete that. Please read everything I'm skipping over, realizing I'm trying to just hit the high points with you. Salt Lake Community College is committed to doing outcomes assessment, and we do outcomes assessment in this course. One we do in this course is on quantitative literacy. We want you to get really good at solving time value of money problems. A little bit about the code of conduct. You're expected to work independently on all your exams and any other things your instructor asks you to. Any malfeasance with that will be handled in accordance with the student code, but I know we won't have that. A little note on accommodating disabilities. If you need some kind of ADA accommodation, please contact the Disability Resource Center before school starts so that that is in place and we're ready to go when the semester begins. Here's some contact information. For emergency evacuation situations, we have to leave the classroom together. We'll meet outside of the building at the big flat rock just outside the south main entrance to the School of Business. I'll take a formal row and then we'll wait for further instructions. There's a pamphlet on emergency procedures for the college. Another thing that you'll find on this syllabus is a Title IX statement. Salt Lake Community College takes treating students equally very, very seriously, and we don't put up with any kind of discrimination or retaliation in any fashion. There is a website where you can report problems if you feel like you have some kind of Title IX issue. Please read through this. I need to move quickly. I only have 15 minutes. That's a personal goal of mine, but read that. It's important. Finally, a note about responsibility. I'll provide everything I can to help you be successful in this course, but you are the one who will be responsible for learning the material. If you need help, you need to ask. Plan on spending about 10 to 12 hours a week and perhaps longer on this course if you're an internet student. Here's our course outline and the homework chapters and the topics covered. And finally, a note from me. Successful completion of this course requires us to work together. Don't get behind. Cramming doesn't work. Taking this course is like eating an elephant. Take a small bite at a time. Good luck. I hope you have a wonderful, successful experience. Thanks for enrolling in my course.